What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Popcorn Chicken. I am Elvin, and we got a good show. A lot of things just dropped this last couple of hours in terms of gaming news. We got some movie news, and we're going to do at the end of our show here. Our main topic is the most anticipated movies this summer to come out. We've got Rolling Stone's list, and we're going to get into all of that. And when I say we, I mean my partner in crime. He tries to get into the Robin suit, but it's a little tight these days. How's it going, Sheldon?
It's the fat man suit now. That is.
It's Tick. It's Tick. It's Tick.
It's Arthur and his goddamn. What I thought was a rabbit, but I've been told it's a goddamn moth. So, like, I don't even.
Oh man, how's it going?
Shattered my dreams, man.
I've been battling a cold, so apologies if my voice goes in and out raspy. So I'm getting through it. I'm about 85% better now. So
nice.
Yeah.
Are you good, man?
You good?
I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm doing
nice
good.
Nice t-shirt you got on there.
Thank you. Big Dragon Ball fan, as always. Heard a little bit of weird news with the manga happening, and Toyotaro was kind of disappointing, but I think I know. Well, what's been happening is Toyotaro is not continuing the Dragon Ball manga. He's actually coming out and doing his own original manga right now. And I think that has to do with this ongoing legal battle about rights between like Toei and Kadokawa, along with Toriyama's estate as to who owns the Capsule Corp rights. So people thought it was going to continue this summer because Toyotaro did a dope, cool image of the main five of Piccolo and those guys, and people were like, "Okay, we're going to continue this." Did not happen. So Dragon Ball Super is on hiatus again for God knows how long, and Toyotaro is going to be popping out his own original manga at some point.
Man, we're never going to get that stuff.
Yeah, Dragon Ball is I think we'll still get games. We'll get like maybe a movie, but in terms of actual like shows and manga, it's who knows when that legal battle is going to be over, man. It's a big franchise for a lot of people. They gross $1 billion almost every year, and I don't know what's going to happen. Diamond GT.
That's just get ready for Diamond GT. Hey, I like Daima. Okay,
Daima was dope.
It wasn't the greatest, but it kept me going. I needed my fix.
I thoroughly enjoyed Daima. It reminded me of like OG Dragon Ball with a little bit of the seriousness of Dragon Ball Z, which was kind of cool. And it was just like a fun adventure that Toyo. I keep getting Toyotaro and Toriyama mixed up in my head. Toriyama, his last show, just wanted to have fun with it.
I'm a big nerd. I actually have that playing in my Spotify account.
Nice. Yeah, that song is so catchy and good. It's just like
I put it on my
happiness.
I put it on my son's look at me like, you're such a nerd.
Hell no, man. That song is such a joy, dude.
Tav says they're gonna make Goku a kid again. This time he's gonna have skateboard.
Jesus.
Is he gonna have 4 fingers too?
Yep. Cowabunga, dude.
And what's up? Speaking of Cowabunga, dude. All right, man. Let's get into some of the stuff here. Let's do our birthdays. This week in Hollywood birthdays. We got some bangers here. Some bangers. So if you guys want to play along, let me know. I'll give everybody like 30 seconds to chime in on the birthday age. So we'll start off with happy birthday to Michael J. Fox.
Oh,
great Scott.
Love that guy.
Party. I bought his watch. I told you. Did I tell you?
Yeah. No, you didn't. No,
yeah, I bought it. It's only $30 on Amazon.
Oh, that's not bad. Yeah. That's not bad.
So I picked up Marty's watch. It's got the calculator on it.
Ooh, cool. Okay.
One, remember? Yeah.
Yep.
Great Scott. See, he bought the Daima go. There you go. This one right here.
Yeah. Are those SH figure arts?
Yeah. I have a Vegeta here somewhere too. I have to open him up. I haven't opened him up yet.
Nice.
He's always angry.
Yeah, they looked really good. They did a good job with those figures.
Original Marty Plus. Yes. So how old is Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, 66.
Who's gonna do the prices right on him?
Well, Cowabunga dude went 65, so I'm saying 66.
Oh, you did the prices right on him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow, you guys are ruthless. Tav, you got 5 seconds if you want to chime in. How old is Michael J. Fox? For 1 million points.
I like how we went with the original Morty. That actually makes a lot of sense.
All right, okay. Michael J. Fox is he said 68. Okay, so you said 66.
Yeah.
You said 65. He's saying 68. Michael J. Fox is, shame on you guys, 63.
Oh, so that means Tav wins, I guess. Like
no, none of you guys win.
What?
You made my man feel older than he is. My son actually goes to his high school.
Really? Oh, that's cool.
Burnaby Michael J. Fox. Well, they named a theater after him, not the school. Inside the school, but I call it the Michael J. Fox because he went to that school.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, happy birthday to Johnny Depp.
They're about the same age, right? I think they're about the same age.
I don't know. I don't know. Also, someone that I really like. I think he's a fantastic actor. I liked him in 21 Jump Street.
He was.
I'm dating myself here.
Yeah, Johnny Depp.
Not really the movies. I'm talking about
the TV show. Yeah, I feel you.
From the early 90s, I want to say. Yeah.
I'm gonna say he's pushing like 62.
Nobody cheat, okay? Tab says Johnny Depp 64. He does look like older than Michael J. Fox.
He does.
Cowabunga says 61. What did you say?
I said 62. I priced it right again.
You wedged yourself in between the two of them. That's where he likes to be, folks.
Hey, it's better than being alone, you know.
Better being the bottom. Anyways, let's get back to this. Michael J. Fox. What does Taff say here? Yeah.
It wasn't on his bed, eh? Just to his front door this time.
On fire. Johnny Depp is 61.
Oh, he hit it. Wow.
2 million points for that one.
Damn. That's really
He's
good.
in the lead now.
Just like last week, man. This dude's been getting stuff on point.
I think he's cheating. That's what I think. He's got the Google tab open. Happy birthday to she does so much things to my bits. Natalie Portman.
Oh, Natalie Portman?
I love her. Like more than you know. Borderline stalker level. I said borderline, okay?
Okay.
I drew the line in the sand there. Hoping the waves would just make it disappear.
Gotcha.
So, how old is the beautiful Natalie Portman?
42. 42. 42.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said 42. I'm like, what? That's not a number. Cowabunga dude said 45.
I think the first time I saw Natalie Portman in a movie was like V for Vendetta.
Oh, wow.
No, that's not right. No, it was Star Wars. It was Star Wars.
V for Vendetta. She was in there?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, no. Was that Keira Knightley? No, it's got to be her. I swear.
I saw her in this other movie where she was like super hot. She was like a stripper in that movie.
Oh, interesting.
And I was like, oh my God. I was like, damn.
I feel that.
Line. I don't even care about the plot line.
Yeah, she was in V for Vendetta. She was. Okay. I was right.
You look like an angel.
Classic Hannigan. Yeah.
I'm afraid of sand. Sand. Oh man. But yes, Cowabunga said 45. Taz says 43. What did you say?
I said 42.
Natalie Portman is 43.
Wow.
I think Tab cheated. We know it.
You're not allowed to do math, Tav. Cut it out. It's a guessing game, not mathematics.
Put away your pocket calculator right now. I can't date you, Anakin. I'm a senator. I always found that weird.
Yeah.
Like, I understand
She
there's a
rocked
lot
the
of people,
cradle in that one, you know?
yeah, like, I understand
Yeah.
if people marry older or younger themselves. I get all that, right? I mean, I just saw when I saw him as a boy in the show, Anakin, and then I see her, I'm like, and then the next movie, they're like going out on dates. I was like, what?
Yeah, that was a little odd.
Do they age differently? They're different species. I mean, I don't know.
Because what was it? Like
Midichlorians make
Naboo.
you age faster. I don't know.
Yeah, because Naboo what took their queens at like a young age, like teenage years, 14, 15, something like that.
Maybe he
And he
didn't
was
hit. He probably didn't hit his growth spurt. That's what it was.
fair.
She
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's go with that. And he blew his chance with her. So screw him. He deserves to burn. I will do the rest next week. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
Next week's looks pretty. If we have Father's Day next Sunday, so we're not sure yet. We'll let you guys know if we're going to come on or not.
Mhm.
I'm forcing my family to do stuff with them, so well, yeah. All right, let's do some events. In 2021, a show called Loki aired.
I actually enjoyed Loki.
Oh,
I thought it was good.
Both seasons.
Both seasons. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I thought it was a decent show, and then the way they ended his story was pretty impactful, in my opinion. Yeah.
I thought it was good in some aspects, and then it disappointed me in some aspects.
Oh, interesting.
I liked that whole mystery stuff in the first season.
Mhm.
You don't know what's going on. Who's the top dog? I loved
Yes.
all that, and then the way that ended it, I was like, "Oh, okay, sure."
What do you mean by that? What does that mean?
Because she spoilers for anybody who hasn't watched it.
It's been like 3 years.
I know,
4 years.
but I gotta say it, okay? When she does the stupid, like, I didn't like that female Loki. She was annoying. She was interesting in the beginning,
Right.
and then she got a really annoying halfway, like almost to the end. And then she does the stab, right?
Right.
And is like, did you not hear what he said, that you're gonna put everything at risk by doing this? Like, you might want to heed his advice and not just rationally just go, boop, okay.
But she was irrational. she was pretty irrational throughout most of that.
She didn't even
season.
talk to Loki in a
No, that and that I think that's why I kind of was like, I mean, I hated her character for doing that, because you're absolutely right. Like she messed up the entire multiverse, and he did heed the warning, but at the same time, like, her character was pretty damn irrational throughout that season, which for me made sense that she stabbed him. It's because she wasn't thinking about reasoning, right? She was just, I need my revenge because he screwed me over, so I'm gonna screw him over and everybody else. Like, that's all she was thinking.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. No, my goodness, if I want to see Loki turn from villain to hero, I'll just watch that is true. Like,
he did die a hero, technically. He's not wrong.
dead. He's not dead.
Right. Well, that version of Loki? Which
the
version
original.
of Loki?
The original.
You see, the timelines got all messy.
The new 2.0 Loki. Yeah.
Yeah.
2021. That was 4 years ago.
Yeah, that's a long time.
I think 4 years ago, it might have been the best Marvel TV show they had.
Yeah, for how it ended, that next to like WandaVision a little bit.
WandaVision started off great. Another one that tailed off like really bad.
And then they screwed her up in Doctor Strange, which is
Falcon
really
and
dumb.
Winter Soldier buddy cop movie became terrible because the villains were terrible, in my opinion. What else was there?
Pseudo super soldiers.
I don't even remember what else was there. What else Marvel? Oh,
She-Hulk.
Oh God, let's not even talk about that. On to the next thing. I will not give that thing a minute of my time.
I refuse to watch it. It just seems dumb.
I watched it because I like She-Hulk, the character from the comics. I have the figures. I love that character. Right? I love the fact she joined the Fantastic Four. All of them. But the way they portrayed this character in the TV show was god awful.
It was just victimizing her throughout the entire thing.
By this character from the comics. they totally trashed his character. Made the character unlikable.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yep. She was not the strong person that she was.
Oh,
she
God.
was crying a whole lot.
Blech.
Oh, Secret Invasion was bad.
Moon Knight
man.
was good up until they decided to take the female that was in there and make her into a superhero. And that was a gender swap too. That original character was a male Egyptian war superhero.
Gotcha.
And the gender swap that too. I'm like, really, guys? And there was no need for her to be a superhero in that movie. Moon Knight was more than capable of beating all the evils around him.
But men need help nowadays, Elvin. What don't you understand? They need help, okay? They need assistance from a strong female lead.
Daredevil's okay, not bad. Echo was terrible. Echo was god awful. I didn't have the heart to tell my son that because my son actually liked it. I was like,
yeah. It's okay. He's a kid. His tastes will mature. You know what I'm saying? They'll get better over time.
Not the taste.
I hope.
Secret Invasion was terrible too.
Yeah, Secret Invasion was bad.
Ruined a lot. Like people are mad about what's the name? Rhodes.
Yep.
The storyline. People are pissed.
Yep, absolutely. Because I don't want to get into it.
Oh yeah. No. We got so much else to talk about.
It's a very irresponsible show.
In 2019, Toy Story 4 dropped. Liked it or thought it was not unnecessary?
So I'm not gonna lie, I did not watch Toy Story 4. I thought Toy Story 3 ended fine. I thought it was good, and I felt like 4 was just milking the series.
What is wrong with you? Go watch Toy Story 4. I'm telling you, it's good.
Okay,
it's good.
You know, I'll watch it today.
When I heard about it, I'll be honest. When I heard about it, I'm like, this is unnecessary. It ended off.
That's why I didn't watch it.
But then I watched it. I said, okay.
Did you cry?
Why do you need to know the truth?
So people need to know.
Look what Tav's saying, and Tav's a critic here.
4 is way better. Okay.
Watch it. You'll like it.
I'll give it a chance.
You'll like it.
I will probably watch it today.
Let me know what you think, what your thoughts are after.
Okay, I will. Don't worry.
Okay. I'll do one more here, and then we'll get on with some of the stuff from what's going on in Hollywood. You also have a top 5 that you'll mention later on here in the show.
Yes.
So every week we are going to do a top 5 of something related to pop culture. It's going to be a myriad of things from pop culture. And so today, Sheldon's got a top 5. He'll reveal that in a bit. Let's see here. In 1982, a small little movie called E.T. came out. Did you watch it?
Wow. I did.
Okay.
I did. When I was a kid, I remember watching that movie.
Drew Barrymore.
My dad had it on VHS, and it was a good time. Alien was a little weird. I was like, that thing was ugly. And as I got older as a teenager, I was like, it looks like, well, I'm not going to say what it looks like because I don't know if we can say that on this.
No.
Or if you'll allow me to sit.
Yeah, go ahead. I don't care.
You look like an old saggy ball sack. Like, that's what it looked like.
I mean, it is what it is, right?
Yeah. But I digress. Wonderful movie.
Yes. Drew Barrymore's big coming out party for her in Hollywood, right? She was a kid.
She was young.
And then it propelled her into more stuff down the road, right? So
yeah.
In 1982, man, I was 2 years old.
That's wild.
And no, I did not remember what the movie was about at that age. That's it for Hollywood this week. We're going to end it off that note. So yeah, some cool movies that came out and changed our lives. And some people who have not even watched things that have changed their life yet.
Yeah. Toy Story 4.
So Tad just wanted to let you know.
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah, that was weird. Subliminal messaging in that movie. Like
there was no messaging. You guys are messed up. There was no messaging. At all. I don't want to hear this message. All right, so Collider got to interview one of the showrunners from Fantastic Four. I want to find this person's name because it's really important I find this person's name.
You were mentioning that to me and earlier today, and you were not pleased.
Yeah, because here we are.
Bloodlust in your eyes.
Why doesn't this surprise me? Why doesn't Is this Curtis? Let me see here. Um,
Tell me your emotions.
okay, so the
This is
article
also therapy.
tell me how you really feel. So she, I believe, Curtis, I believe her last name. I can't remember what her first name is. It's somewhere here in the. Anyways, the point I'm gonna make here is the title says here, the Fantastic Four first step sneak peek, science, five epic inspired by Kubrick story, blah blah blah. Sam Raimi is first up is a family affair, right? They go to family affair, blah blah blah. But she goes on to say, um, that Miss or Invisible Woman is the leader of the Fantastic Four.
Oh my God.
Matt is a big family guy. We talked about family has been being a big part of the DNA for Fantastic Four from the comic book, but how do we bring those emotional bits into it? So it's great when we fellow storytellers are able to, are also fellow fans, and makes the process a lot easier. So they're calling themselves fans. So now they're saying that they are aware of the history of Fantastic Four and everything in incumbents, right?
Okay.
Problem is, she's saying that she is the leader of the family. No, I'm sorry, you did not read your comic books or ignore the history of the Fantastic Family. She's the heart of the family.
Yes. That is the correct statement.
She's the heart of the family that keeps them together.
Yes.
She's not the leader.
Not the
Now some might say that's a leader quality, and I won't argue that.
For sure.
The leader of the family is Mr. Reed Richards. He is one of
Yes.
the most brilliant men in the Marvel universe.
Yep.
He's the leader. He deals with the technology. He helps them with whatever stuff they had to get their job done. He is the man as the leader.
Yep.
But people in Hollywood, they got a problem with this. What is wrong with someone being the heart of the family? I actually consider that even more of a bigger quality than a leader. The leader has to make some tough decisions, sometimes negative ones. Right? And so go ahead, read that. Yeah, if you want to read it.
Yeah, so Ghost saying is Invisible Woman is extremely important, but she has never been the leader. She works as a moral compass to Reed. Reed has always been extremely self-centered.
So there's the negativity of being a leader. Sometimes you have to think in a way that's not that great, but you have to do it because you have to make these tough decisions.
Yeah.
Right? Sue Storm is the heart of the family. She keeps everybody together. She keeps Johnny in check when Johnny gets a little off the handles, which he does. Right? That's his character. The Thing, upset that he's a rock, right?
Yep.
Emotional because he cannot be, he's not a human body anymore. He's lost that ability to be a human. Right?
Yeah. Reed tells him he's finding a cure. Thing gets mad, but who is the one that calms him down? It's her. Like, she knows how to get into touch with them, which makes sense. Reed just tells people what the strategy is, what the solution is, and how to get it done.
Yeah. So when I read stuff like this, I'm like, is Collider trolling us, or is Hollywood trolling us? Somebody's trolling. They got to be to get clicks, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it especially when I look at it from like a casting point of view, when it comes to Vanessa Kirby and Pedro Pascal. Currently, Pedro Pascal's got the star power. For him, he is the lead of the movie. And for them to think otherwise is like an extremely, well, not extreme. It's out of sight for them to think that. I don't think Vanessa Kirby can just run a lead as a movie on her own. She needs somebody with her. Pedro Pascal can do that.
My issue is all four of them are doubtable. Like, I'm not saying they're bad actors. I just think they're not the right actors for this movie. All four of them across the board.
Really? Even the dude that's playing Thing.
Yeah, because he is in the TV show The Bear.
The Bear,
and it's phenomenal there.
Yeah.
His voice is not deep enough, but again, the CGI of Thing looks good. Doesn't look bad. I'll have to watch it and then make my final decision on it. But just from what I'm seeing, I'm definitely not happy with Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic. I'm not.
How come?
He's in everything out there in this planet,
Right.
Every time I turn the channel, goddamn guy's there. And kudos to him. He's making his money, and his agent's probably just living the life.
Yeah.
Right. I just don't see him as Reed Richards because I don't see him that seriousness. I don't see him he doesn't have that it factor of being one of the most important characters from a family. Right. I just don't see that. And maybe he'll convince me. And if he does, then I'll yield and say, yeah, he did a fantastic job. Get it? Fantastic job. And then Sue, what's her name again?
Vanessa Kirby.
Yeah.
Sue Storm.
She doesn't look like that prototypical mom-loving Sue Storm.
I see what you're saying. She does look a little bit cold in this imagery. Maybe it's in the movie that'll kind of change, and we'll see how she acts it out.
I think the trailers don't really push out who they are, and the movie will probably.
Look, you would hope so.
Johnny looks like he hasn't decided what he wants to be yet.
Yeah,
and it's a touchy thing, and I'll say it, and I'm not being negative or condescending about people who haven't decided what they want to be, but I just think that's not a character you should be playing with.
No, especially
to flush out that kind of a story.
Yeah. Right? Well, he came out. I remember he did an interview, and he came out and said that they wanted to make Johnny more appealing to like a modern audience. So he's not that like playboy womanizing kind of character anymore. He's more respectful and whatnot. I was like, okay, like this is
why are you complicating a fun character?
Like, yes, thank you. I don't understand this whole, like, not everybody is gonna be this holier than thou person. They may have good intentions, but they can still be kind of a dick. You know what I mean?
This takes place in the 60s. The time period doesn't fit the modern day audience storytelling. No. It doesn't fit.
No.
Right?
I don't like what Hollywood is doing with these characters. Like
they're not. This is not the only ones. They've done it with so many.
They have. Yeah. No, you're absolutely
liberty with so many.
Yep.
You know,
they did that with Sokka in the Airbender live action with Netflix. Sokka was also a womanizer and like to look down on women, but then he got humbled, which was a part of his character growth.
That's the key thing here. Is they're so afraid to tell a story that has negativity towards women. But what they don't realize is the payoff is more important.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
You can't be a good guy with bad qualities is basically what they're saying.
Thank you.
And you can't be, and only the bad guy can have those bad qualities. And it's like, no. I mean, I think we might be getting into like a morally gray area because, you know, you're having that thing where it's like good can be bad, bad can be good kind of thing. But it's a growing opportunity for Johnny. And you're taking that away from him by just making him this, I'm a sweet boy, you know?
Emotionally tied.
Yeah. Sword boy kind of thing, you know?
I mean, I'm worried about this, and I want this movie to do well because it's Fantastic Four. I love the characters.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's just, is it better than the last one? Yes. It looks way better than the last one.
Yeah, that last one was
I don't know what they were thinking of the last one. But we'll see. It's selling pretty well. The tickets are selling pretty well. So,
okay.
Yeah, we'll see. I had a chance to pick up the tickets early, but I said no. I'm probably gonna wait till the dust settles a little bit.
Gotcha.
I'll probably go the following week and watch it. If I get tickets, then I will. But I'm not in a rush to get them out of the gates.
Fair enough.
It does take away from something that we wanted to talk about in terms of it towards the end of the show, but we'll go back to this thing here and we'll make some predictions on what we're thinking. Who's gonna reign king or queen at the end of the summer as the best blockbuster movie. And then we're also going to pick the dud, which is going to drop the most. And I got it right, I want to say 2 years ago with Indiana Jones.
Interesting. Okay.
I had somebody picked Barbie in our group. I can't remember who it was. And I said, no, Barbie's going to do gangbusters. I'm not going to watch it, but it's going to do gangbusters. And I did. And to this day, I've never watched it. I don't care for it. It's not my thing, right? But I knew it's going to make a ton of money.
Yeah.
Because the marketing was amazing.
Yes, absolutely.
For God's sakes, they rented out a Malibu beach house.
Just to
and
fit.
Made it all
it fits. It fits.
Yeah,
It fits.
that's fantastic. I'm like, that's great. That's what you'd have to do as a marketing team. You need to market the out of it,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it did gangbusters. But I said Indiana Jones is going to tank, and people laughed at me, and it tanked
It
hard.
tanked. It was not good.
Yeah. So there you go. Anyways, so we'll see. But she is not the leader of the family. She's the heart of the family, in my opinion. I don't think so.
I agree, man.
I think escalates read. Oh my god. Let's talk about some news that's dropped recently, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
What do you want to do some gaming stuff, or do you want to wait?
Yeah, we could do some gaming stuff because some big gaming stuff kind of dropped today.
Okay.
At Showcase.
Let's look at the first look of Xbox. I'll just open the Twitter account here. You guys can see it right away. Xbox and ROG collab, and they make their new handheld, Windows friendly handheld. It's about time.
Yeah, they're giving what Microsoft called it. You get the Xbox experience on ROG. I think people were expecting Microsoft to come out with their own handheld, but I think this is a step in the right direction for them.
I agree with you because, as one thing we know, Xbox cannot make peripherals that good. Like, remember Zune?
Yep. We don't talk about the Zune anymore.
I bought one. I bought one, thinking that this is gonna rival Apple.
Oh,
because I was
told a Sheldon Cooper who bought a damn Zune.
I was Sheldon Cooper before Sheldon Cooper came out. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how bad I hated that thing after it was like rendered useless? I don't even know what I did with it after.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's in the garbage right now. Although it could be in a museum for like the worst.
I think I just left it at a park bench and didn't even look back.
Jesus. Oh shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, going back to this thing, it looks great. It looks like it runs smooth. They didn't show price point on this.
Oh, it's gonna be like $699 for sure.
Yeah, somewhere up there with like this with the Steam Deck almost.
Well, Switch 2 is $699 Canadian.
Yeah. I don't want to get into
got one
Switch
yesterday.
2. Oh, did you?
Yeah, I had a Best Buy gift card, so I definitely used that on that thing.
That's legit. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm curious
to on a few $100.
Okay, I'm curious to hear your thoughts about this once you get it up and running, because I see it as like a Wii U situation.
Oh, I got it up and running.
Oh, you did? Okay. What do you think so far compared to
it looks better, one? Of course.
Yeah. Right.
But you're right though. This is going to be pretty much behind this. It hasn't even come out yet. But when it does come out, it's going to absolutely obliterate the Switch 2.
I was more hyped for this than I was for the Switch 2. The Switch 2 did not impress me.
I like the Mario cards and other Mario games because my kids play with me as well for those games.
Yeah.
So for me, that purchase was a family purchase, right?
Right.
But if I was by myself and I'm like, okay, do I wait for this or do I buy the Switch 2? I'm waiting for this all day long.
Absolutely.
It's not even close.
Absolutely. I agree, man.
Anyone who wants to argue that, look, you might like Nintendo games and that's why you think it's better. That's fine. But graphically, this processing and shipping here, this thing is going to absolutely obliterate Switch 2's abilities.
Oh, yeah. I think so, man. And you know what I've learned is you can't really argue with Nintendo fanboys and girls. They live and die Nintendo no matter what they put out.
Switch 2 has more name recognition. I can't. Yes, it does have it more name recognition for games.
Xbox. There's Halo. There's Gears of War. Forza.
But Call of Duty is going to be able to play on this like nobody's business.
Yep.
It's going to be just fine. For Switch, the first one, I remember when they first came out, they couldn't even play EA Sports games on there.
No, they couldn't.
You couldn't play NHL.
Yeah, they had to dumb it down.
Yeah.
They had to significantly dumb it down. It was pretty
bad. A mobile game experience.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Absolutely. Yep.
You're not going to have a problem with this thing out of the gates for any of the games that's already out for Xbox. You'll play all of them.
No, and you know, when it comes to the games, like you know what to expect from this. You know they're going to be mostly either digital purchases or you're going to be on the Xbox Game Pass. Nintendo, you're not sure if you're getting either a physical game or just a game code on the cartridge.
So, you know how much I had to spend on top of the console yesterday? I had to buy an SD card to put in there. And guess what? You cannot just put any SD card. You have to put a Nintendo SD card in there.
Yeah, the Express or whatever it's called, right?
What a ridiculous idea.
Nintendo, this is a move for Nintendo to change the gaming market. I'm telling you. It's with what they're doing with this and there's variable pricing options on games. I don't think it's not a good look for the gaming community at all. Because what they're basically saying is this game is premium that we made, so you're going to pay 114 Canadian or 120 Canadian. Donkey Kong, not so much premium, so we're going to price it at 60, 70 bucks for you guys. That's what they're technically saying about their games, is one is better than the other.
Anytime you see Mario on the cover, it's going up.
Oh, of course.
Because they know Mario sells. That's why.
And I guarantee...
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No. I was going to say, I can guarantee once their Pokemon game hits, those Pokemon games are going to go up to those $120 values because people value Pokemon quite high too.
Good thing I don't care about Pokemon.
Nope, but a lot of the kids do. It's going to hurt them.
The world does. When I went to Japan, I could not believe how many people were rushing to stores to get Pokemon cards. So, yes. Tav says, I was counting Halo. When was the last time they made a good Halo game? The franchise has been dragged to the ground. You're right, Forza. No, but you do make a point, Tav. Like that's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons why I stopped playing Xbox is because other than Forza for me, I did not care about any other game.
No, and I feel like a lot of Xbox games has been very like they went this route with these very cartoonish style, trying to like carve out their own sort of corner in the market of video games by being these weird cartoony style vibes, and it just wasn't vibing with me. But the showcase they put on today, there was a lot of crazy ass games that I saw that I was like, okay, these are actually pretty legit. Like Game Freak, the people that made Pokemon are making like this crazy Japanese like folktale game, and it looks amazing. From Game Freak of all people.
I think the best thing the Xbox did was start, instead of fighting with Sony, it started collabing with Sony.
I think they made, I agree with you on that. Their smartest move was them branching out their games to every other platform. It was like, you know what? Our brand is Xbox. Let's just do what we got to do with this.
Yeah. Because if we can get more people to play our games, they might one day decide to pick up our consoles.
Absolutely.
Right? Which is the best thing. I never understood why they would definitely try, like spend millions of dollars getting exclusive titles. I never understood that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, you want exclusivity, but the thing is, Sony is so big in terms of the gaming world industry.
Yeah.
You're trying to fight a Goliath here. Just go make friends with it.
Yep.
And people will come to you. And this is going to sell. Like, Sony's not going to sit back and say, you know what? Yeah, let them have that. They're going to come with a vengeance too.
They will. I say in the next couple of years, like maybe 2-3 years, we'll see a handheld announcement from Sony.
Because
I think so.
They're what is that? PS
the Portal?
I have 2 of those and they're collecting dust.
It's because they're I think everybody thought when they first announced it was going to be a handheld that you can play your games on, and it ended up just being a streaming device.
Well, I knew it's going to be a streaming device, but the problem was with me was I bought one and then my kid's like, oh, we want one too. Okay. I'm like, well, give me your tuition or tuition, your chore.
Give me your money.
I mean, it cost them a tuition to buy it, but they gave the chore money, which is like $50 each, and then I had to fork the rest over it. Thank God it wasn't that expensive.
Yeah.
But the problem is if you don't have good internet connection.
Nope.
But even with good internet connection, there could be some blips here and there.
Yeah. And your PlayStation needs to be somewhat on.
It has to be on.
Yeah, for you to play.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. I don't know. I think that was a big L on their part.
Yeah. So Taz says Sony kept falling with the PSP.
The PSP was actually pretty successful for them. That was their best-selling handheld.
For its time, it was.
Yeah. Because the PS Vita wasn't good. That
was a downfall.
The PS Vita as a piece of hardware was a great piece of hardware. Nobody was just making games for that damn machine. That was the issue. Sony did not put the support behind it that they needed to in order to make that thing success.
Yeah.
They kind of dropped the ball on that one.
It was a Vita 2, right?
They did a Vita Slim is
Yeah,
what they
I
did.
think sorry, that was the downfall.
Yeah.
People got mad.
Oh, okay. He did mean the Vita. Yeah. The Vita was unfortunately it just failed really hard, man.
Well, one of the things I was disappointed with that was that you couldn't play the full original games from the PlayStation 2.
Yes.
And I was just like, okay, well, this Uncharted was a dumbed down version of Uncharted.
Yes. Yeah.
That was a complete disappointment. I was like, no.
Yeah. I think they lost some favor when it wasn't backwards compatible and they didn't have the option to play your old PSP games.
Yeah. But I mean, at the time though, it was a lot of fun. I remember playing countless hours with that. It was awesome.
Absolutely.
All right. Let's get into some other stuff here. We'll talk about let's see here. What do we got? I know you got your stuff to talk about. Your top 5. Do you have everything sorted out for your top 5?
I think I do, yeah. I think I got it.
If you need more time, let me know to sort it out. Let's see here. Oh yeah, Toy Story 5. You know that, right?
Huh? No. Why? Why? What do you mean? Now I gotta
know. You don't know.
Oh my god.
This has been out for a while. Tim Allen confirms that Woody and Buzz will reunite in Toy Story 5.
What?
Yeah. This is old news.
Oh my god.
I thought you were up to date. I just brought it up because you haven't seen Toy Story 4, right? So I just brought that up for you.
That is interesting. Okay. I don't know how I feel about it, but what are they gonna do? New kid? Andy's gone, man. Unless somehow they bring Andy back and it's like, give me my freaking toys, kid. And then let's I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. I feel like Andy was the main focal point. Andy was the focal point, and now he's gone. It's like, what are you gonna do, man? I don't want a new kid. I don't. It's gonna suck.
Invincible video game has been announced. Have you seen the trailer for it?
I did. Ooh. It reminds me a lot of like Mortal Kombat / Killer Instinct, which looked pretty damn good. I feel like their roster is going to be kind of small though, unless they start getting in collaborations. But there's not really a whole lot of characters in the Invincible roster that they can do.
Taz says, Toy Story just prints money. Toy Story 5, Tokyo Drift. News out of Matthew McConaughey is finally gonna play his first lead role in years.
Oh wow!
There's a trailer out for Paul Greengrass's The Lost Bus. The film follows a school bus driver who drove through one of America's deadliest wildfires to save 22 children.
Oh, I'm okay. So it's going to be a heartfelt piece, is what this is.
I need one of these.
The strength of will. Yeah. Okay.
Every year, I need one of these type of movies.
Yeah. Fair. You need to feel good about humanity once in a while.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Like, there are some good people out there doing some heroic things for whatever reasons.
Absolutely. Right? Yeah.
So I'm in.
Well, that's exciting for Matthew McConaughey because I feel like I haven't seen him in anything in a while. Not since Interstellar.
I love Interstellar. I watched it again a couple weeks ago.
I make it a point to watch it at least once a year.
I bought the watch.
Did you really?
The one he gives it to his daughter. The Hamilton watch.
Oh my god, that's dope.
Yeah. So it is releasing later this year. They haven't set the date yet. So
without a shirt.
Hey, he's wrapped it on one of the kids to save them from the fire. Okay?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So evil, Tav. Speaking of the summerish, late spring movie releases, Ballerina released from the world of John Wick. I hate when why do we have to keep saying this?
Spin-offs
from the world of John Wick. Is that as if you don't put the Wick end at the name there, no one's gonna watch this thing, right?
Yeah. It's a good way to bring people in. I'll tell you that. If people are fans of like that world, it's a good way to really just hook them in and bring them in because their TV show apparently didn't do well.
No,
And
it
got
crashed and
canceled
burned.
apparently. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not. I don't think they're continuing that.
Made 25 million domestically, which is decent.
Okay.
It's respectable, I guess. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say for a spinoff.
He purposely had Ballerina talk inserted indirectly and thought I would not know. I know what you were doing.
Did he watch it? Did he like it?
Oh, it's more than just he inserted it for me to definitely have to talk about it. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm assuming you haven't watched it yet then.
I probably won't. I'll wait for it to come out in streaming platforms.
That's fair.
Taz says Ballerina better be losing her dog to make it interesting. Include fat morphs.
It's gonna be a chinchilla, not a dog. It's gonna be a chinchilla. And I don't know about a fat Morpheus. We may get like a skinny Serenity type. We'll see.
Skinny Serenity. Jai Courtney. Jaya Courtney. Wow, I'm butchering Indian first names. That's bad.
Dude, come on, man.
He's a white guy with the Indian first name. I don't know. Whatever. Jaya Courtney plays an unhinged serial killer who feeds his victims to sharks in Dangerous Animals.
I saw trailers of that. I was like, this looks
Captain Boomerang. That's the guy.
This looks dumb as shit. I was like, it looks stupid. I don't know why anybody thinks this looks great, but he's just a serial killer, man. That's feeding people to sharks.
It's Jai. That's how it's. I see it spelled here. Not yet.
It's Gyat.
Is it supposed to sound like Yet? My name is Yet.
That was awesome. Oh shit.
Making it one of the wildest horror movies of the year so far. Find out more details is coming down the road.
Okay.
So, serial killer that feeds people to sharks.
Yeah.
Does he cut them up and throw the shark? Because I don't know if people know this. Not a lot of sharks eat humans.
I don't know. The trailer I saw, I think he had somebody alive on a hook that he impaled, and he was like lowering it down.
If they're bleeding out and they're impaled, then yes, sharks will investigate. But sharks do not eat humans
just on a whim.
On a whim. There's accidentals, yes, for sure.
Yeah.
So sometimes sharks will devour because they're gone rogue, but majority of the sharks do not like the taste of humans. So.
Yes. Yeah. They only go after them if they act like a crazy seal flopping around in the water or if they're bleeding out.
Yeah. So desperate times, then they will definitely attack, right? So,
yeah. Absolutely.
But that looks weird, and
I miss Shark Week.
It's coming soon. In 1 month.
It's not the same anymore, though. They get weird with things now, man.
No, Shaq was in all of them.
Oh God! See, okay, I didn't know that because I stopped watching Shark Week when they started doing weird things. Knowing Shaq is in there, like, why? Like, this is how a shark eats a human. This is how a shark eats a baby. That's a great white. This is a whatever. I don't know, man. I can't. That doesn't seem entertaining to me.
Marvel has a very important role that they want to give to Bella Ramsey.
Oh no! Stop with the Bella Ramsey shit. She's
gonna go action. That's the important role she's gonna get.
Okay. I thought there was something big being announced that you were gonna throw at me, and I'm just gonna be like,
they haven't mentioned it anymore. No, this is legit. They haven't mentioned it yet.
Oh no!
There's a role that Marvel wants to is potentially looking at her to fill it. I swear, if she's Phoenix, I'm out.
Did they not watch The Last of Us? Do they not know about the steep decline The Last of Us had?
If they make her Phoenix, I'm out. I swear to God, I'm done. She's gonna be 5'4" Phoenix.
The new Jean Grey?
Yeah.
Well, did you see who they think might be in talks with about Storm?
Jennifer Aniston?
That would be one of those crazy things. It was the chick from Wicked who plays the Wicked Witch.
Ah, yes.
The black girl. Yeah.
She's a Broadway star, from what I heard. She's gonna sing when she goes, "Weather, come to me."
I was like, I don't know how I feel about her. Storm is hot. I don't find her attractive.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter what you like.
We
We're
had
not allowed.
Halle Berry yesterday.
We're not allowed to have hot chicks in superhero movies anymore.
It's disappointing.
Yeah, not allowed to have that. No more. No more.
It's not
curves.
realistic.
No more curves.
It's not realistic.
Yeah.
Gotta have real people in the movies.
I mean, I don't know. I've never seen her. I didn't watch Wicked. I don't care for it.
Yeah, same. Wasn't my cup of tea.
I think I watched 5 minutes of it and I said, yeah, I'm out. It's not me. There's been only a handful of musicals that I've been able to watch in my life. I try, if I'm gonna watch a musical, it better be live.
And it better be Cats. With the buttholes involved, you know?
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Jeez. I believe her name is Ariana Grande.
Not her. Not her. The other one. The bald one.
Damn.
She got the jaw for it.
Bella Ramsey and Marvel, they already casted Thanos. That's so mean. Stop that. Stop that. We're not here to make fun of people. I mean, sometimes, but no,
all the time.
I don't know what she's going to be cast at. Like, I can't think of any character that she could be playing.
Maybe she'll. Oh, yeah, no. I was going to say Mole Man, but the movie's already coming out, so that's impossible.
God. Stop. Jeez. I don't know. Like, X-23.
No. They have, no. That Daphne Keene girl.
Like, no.
They got Daphne Keene. They don't need anybody else.
She's super tall now.
She's at the right age to play X-23, actually. Professor X. I could see that.
Man, you guys are wild, man.
I can see that.
Oh my god.
Toad is a wild one, bro. That's crazy. That's a crazy one to say. Oh my god.
Yeah, stop.
Oh god. Yeah, leader of the Morlocks. Leader of the Morlocks.
Oh my god. This is getting out of hand, man.
Oh no.
Laura is a grown woman in comics now, so X-23 still works. Yeah. But this is Marvel. They're like, hey, she's getting too old.
Recast.
We got to recast somebody else.
She can't be part of the Young Avengers. It's not a thing. Yeah.
She's getting way too better looking now. Nope. Sorry, we got to get an ugly person in here.
Yep.
I'm sorry I said that ugly person. I'm sorry.
Now we're going to get an X-23 that's going to be ugly and it's going to be all your fault.
I don't know. I have no idea who they're going to cast. No idea.
She's not a lead person, so I don't know. She might be some sort of support type, man. I could see that being a thing. Felicia Harding, Black Cat.
I know who Leech is.
That's messed up. That coming from D? Oh my god.
These not Bella. She's just by accident there, but the picture of those four gentlemen.
Yeah,
they're the final four available to be picked as Clayface. One of these guys will play Clayface. The movie.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
Damn right.
So they're just doing a separate Clayface movie. No Batman involved.
Elsewhere world, yeah. I don't know. Okay. I don't understand this.
Sony does this, and they fail.
Who's asking for this?
Who did they not learn from? Unless they're doing a TV show about
this is how you lose millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah, by putting out bullcrap like this, which nobody asked for.
Just go take a look at Sony's blueprint, and then you'll realize what you've done.
Yep, this is gonna be interesting. Unless they're trying to pull a Penguin.
Jeez.
But Penguin was already established in the Batman.
And then Bella they did a show. Play a better Clayface. I'm taking this off the screen.
That was cold, dog. that was cold.
Yeah, Penguin was great. Because the character was great in the movie.
Yeah. And he
Right?
was established in the movie.
Yeah. It made him
They're
look
just going to throw Clayface out there with no establishment. No one's going to give a shit. Especially New Age fans. They may not even know who Clayface is.
Clayface. What is this thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, people.
Like Craven was not good.
Man,
It did not get reception.
so many people knew Craven was going to bomb except for Sony. Like, you ask anybody out there who's a comic book fan, and they all say that it's going to bomb. But Sony's like, nope, we got something beautiful here.
Yep.
He talks to animals.
It's gold. He's the new Mr. Doolittle.
He drinks line
Dr.
blood.
Doolittle.
Talks to animals.
Takes on their personas.
Oh, my God. Let's talk about your top 5. Let's get into that.
Yeah. So last week, you told me to get a top 5 worst video game rated movies. And I actually found the top 5 worst rated video game movies of all time.
I'm so sorry that assignment was given to you.
It was like, I remember like 2 of these movies, maybe 3. Yeah, I know there's more than 5, Ghost.
No, we're limited to 5. Okay, we'll be here all day long if we do that.
And this is by media scores all around. I looked at everything, and these were the top 5. Okay, so I'll give you coming in at number 5. Here we go.
He's having technical difficulties.
I am having quiet. Quiet.
Did you want me to do them?
No. I got this. I can do this.
You go to the bottom there. It says present. Hey, he got.
There you go.
Oh, that's a lot of tabs.
Yeah, I'm a tab fiend. Don't come at me.
Okay. Brazzers.
Hold on. I keep it clean on my computer. There's none of that. But
he needs all the help he can get. Oh my God! Oh, my eyes.
But anyways, so we have Blood Rain coming in at number 5. I don't know who the actress is.
Control Plus.
Control Plus. Is it still too small?
Yeah.
My bad.
There. Oh, that's good. Oh no, not too much. That's fine. That's fine. Leave it.
Okay. Yeah. Ben Kingsley was in this movie.
Gandhi. What? He played Gandhi. A white guy playing Gandhi.
That's fair. How
many Indians didn't care about that? 1 billion Indians watched a white guy play Gandhi, and nobody gave a shit. No, I didn't give a shit either. I'm like, yo, dude's acting brown.
I remember that movie coming out. I had no idea who Ben Kingsley was at the time. I think I was still a child or a teenager.
Fantastic job.
Yeah. It was like, okay, you did good, Gandhi. I was like, this is real, but it wasn't. It was just Ben Kingsley.
Yeah.
Bad movie. Did not portray what they thought it was going to portray. Very terrible dialogue.
Let's never talk about this.
The script just didn't make sense. Okay, like, yeah, but the video game itself, people loved. People love Blood Rain. It is a good series for a video game, but it eventually fell off.
I see 2 reasons why they would.
Yes. The
nerds, the sword and their teeth. What's wrong with you?
The nerds of that era were all about Blood Rain. Amazingly. Scores for that game were quite high, the first one, and then they kind of tapered off after that. Okay, number 4.
Usually what happens.
We have In the Name of the King, a Dungeon Siege.
Oh, God.
I remember this movie. Jason Statham was in there. Burt Reynolds was in there.
Was he whispering all the time, too? Where's my sword? Where's my sword? I have a certain set of skills.
They had a pretty star-studded cast, and it completely bombed.
You know, it's pretty bad if you have a star-studded cast and you still suck.
Yeah, it was something else. It was weird that I thought a bald farmer was the hero of this entire movie, but you know, it is what it is, and it's Jason Statham. The game itself, which featured Dolph Lundgren for some reason, was kind of odd. Like, I didn't think he was into video games. Third is going to be Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li. Obviously
Oh my
depicting.
god, I forgot about this movie. I literally took it out of my brain.
That was a shit movie. Although I went to go watch it because Christine Currick was in it, and during that time she was in Smallville, and I mean she's hot. I love her. She's amazing.
Yeah,
But this movie was
I don't
hot
disagree
garbage.
with any of that.
Yeah, but this movie was hot garbage, and they got Taboo from freaking Black Eyed Peas to play Vega.
What? Maybe DJ might have been more appropriate.
Yeah, Taboo from Black Eyed Peas played Vega in this.
God,
I thought that was crazy, son. I I was like, how? I was like, this. No wonder this movie failed. It was not good, but it wasn't even really about it. There was like mostly about romance and like whatever, and the fighting wasn't really until near the end. It wasn't a whole lot of action scenes going on. It was quite a sad movie. People thought it was going to be a reboot for freaking Street Fighter altogether. Sadness. Okay, I'm gonna go to number 2. This is kind of like a classic for a lot of people, but House of the Dead. Great video game. Great video game. Shit movie. Although at the time I thought the movie was great because it felt like the video game, and I was naive back then. I was dumb. So I regret talking about that. But it was very campy. It was very cheesy. The game itself, though, was arcade-style mayhem, which was a lot of fun. So people did not like it because it made no sense. There was nothing to this movie. It was absolute garbage. Peak garbage. Peak garbage. And then at number 1, I kind of gave it away real quick, but it's here, was Alone in the Dark with Christian Slater.
oh my god,
Yeah.
terrible movies.
Yeah. The video game was great. Horror sci-fi, you know.
Alone in the Dark. What is it about? The game.
So it's about these, like, I guess you can call them alien beings. I don't know. That come out at dark and just eat people, and they're trying to stop this portal from opening up. And they translated it into the movie, and the movie was just bad and campy. Tara Reid was in this movie, and she played a scientist doctor, which I did not believe her playing. I thought it was really bad. Her acting was terrible. And Christian Slater, at the end of it, somehow defeated everything. And it was just, I don't know, not good, man.
It was like Bob's your uncle. Everything's good.
Yeah. So,
Tav a question for you. House of the Dead has a ton of nudity, right? I don't remember anything else.
Yeah, it does. It absolutely does. But those were my top 5 that I found, and they were rated really bad. Alone in the Dark got like a 4% Metacritic rating. They were not well done. The writing was just terrible, and everything about the acting wasn't good, except for maybe Jason Statham in the dungeon, in the siege dungeon. Like, that was the only thing that was good about it. Every other movie was bad.
Wow.
But we look at what we have now. Some of the video game adaptations have really popped off. You know, we got Sonic, we got Mario, we got Pokemon Detective Pikachu. That was really damn good. So I mean, Uncharted was okay. It wasn't the greatest, but it ended up being okay.
Yeah, it was not terrible, but it wasn't that great either.
Yeah. It got like average scores across the board, which is better than what we've had.
Dad says, I don't think Tara Reid gets spelled doctor.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That is a terrible top 5. Ugh.
Yeah.
I would no way, and you know what, pick up those games ever.
Yeah,
I don't care. I don't care if the games are good or not. It just, yeah, no thanks.
I don't know. Blood Rain might tickle your fancy a little bit. That's where the inspiration for Underworld came from.
I thought almost you said underwear. All right, let's get into our main topic of the evening, as per the thumbnail. Movies this summer that's coming out. What we think about these. I'll go through several of the movies, and then we'll kind of decide what we think will be the top money earner, and which one of these is going to be a bomb, right? So let's go through some of them here. I'm not going
Let's
to go
do
through.
it.
There's a list of them. I'm just going to go through some of them, not all of them.
Sounds good.
So first one is How to Train Your Dragon. This is by Rolling Stone. They have the list, right? So How to Train Your Dragon, June 13th, which is what, in a few days.
Yep.
It's
this Thursday.
live
actually.
action.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
Friday.
live. It's a live action of the highly popular animated movie that they had a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Universal's really pushing this because they're building a brand new theme park, and this is going to anchor it.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I think it's finishing this year sometime.
Interesting.
It's going to have Mario Nintendo World for the first time in North America.
Okay, that's cool because that's
Yeah.
only been in Japan so far, I think.
Yeah, so they're going to have that. They're going to have this as the biggest roller coaster in the park. So they really want this to be successful.
Dragon is going to make bank. You know what? I think it actually will do good. I think there's a bit of hope for this movie.
What do you think it's going to get at number-wise, international, like globally?
I think it's going to hit about the $500 million mark.
I think if it hits $500 million, it's just going to break even.
Oh, did they put that much money into this? Ooh.
Usually movies are expensive, right? So, like, especially animated movies or like CGI mixed into live
action. They turn into live action?
Yeah, they're not cheap. So, I think 500 will give it like a breaking even point. It needs to make it like 700. Yeah. I don't think it's going to make 700. I don't think so.
I just hope they're not baiting people with the trailers because the trailers really pointed out the significant parts of the animated show that were like, him petting and meeting and all this stuff. And I just hope the rest of the movie just isn't crap. And there was some like bait and switch going on. So,
The Materialist on June 13th. Don't care. It's just one of those regular. Dakota Johnson has destroyed her career with that
Spider
Madam Web movie that she did.
Yeah.
And she's trying to make a comeback here. Guess who's in there with her? Pedro Pascal.
Really? Oh, and Chris Evans
as co-star as her potential. Oh my God!
How much you want to bet she's going to end up with Pedro Pascal in this movie?
She's going to walk away from both. So I don't need you, man.
I don't need no man. You don't know me.
This is my underdog right here.
Oh, interesting.
Eloy.
I think I saw an advertisement for this at a bus stop. And I was like,
it's cute.
Pixar's doing a new movie?
Yeah.
This has been quiet, though. I feel like I haven't seen any advertising for this whatsoever.
I've seen a bunch.
Oh, okay.
I've seen a bunch, yeah. I think this one will make a good amount of money. Yeah.
You think so?
I think so. I have this as my underdog.
Oh, it's about space. Okay.
Yeah. June 20th. I think it's a good time to release this movie.
Oh, okay. I remember this one now. We talked about this way back.
Yeah.
Way back. Right. He got picked up and they're like, "Oh, you're the leader of it." Okay, yes. I remember the trailer for this one now. I'm with you on
I hope
this
it does good. I hope it does good.
Yeah, I hope so too. I'm with you on this one. I think it does look good. Never mind. Yep. Retracting old statements.
So I've showed you a couple movies here. Then we got 20 years. This, I think, could make some good money too.
I am excited to go see this.
I'm not going to see it, but I think a lot of people will still go see it.
Yeah. I'm curious to see what they're going to be doing with this. I skipped 28 weeks later because I didn't think that was a real movie. But it was. So, but I don't think I have to watch that to see what the hell's going on with this.
So you got 4 movies now. This is going to be a dud.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of one, but I'm not excited about it.
I'm a huge fan of F1. I love watching F1, but I think this is going to be a dud.
Yeah, because it's about like an old dude coming back into F1.
Look, we've never seen that before.
Yep.
The old
trying to be Alonso.
Back. One last hurrah in any sport. They do this all the time. So yeah, Brad Pitt. I think it's gonna. I mean, F1 has such a world audience. I think globally it'll do well, but domestically, I think it's gonna struggle.
Yeah, it's not a. It's F1's definitely not a North American thing. Like it's becoming like they're
Yeah, they're
slowly starting
pushing
to
towards it.
adopt it now. It's getting bigger in places like Miami and Texas. Texas for sure. Miami, it's just a party for them. They don't really. They know people just want to spend the money, and
Yeah.
it's because it's an expensive hobby. People with money will just be there to blow money. But in Texas, they're taking it seriously. Like they are hardcore fans of getting. They're becoming hardcore fans of like the F1.
I think they're threatening NASCAR right now. They're starting to
Oh
threaten
yeah.
NASCAR. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's more exciting than NASCAR, realistically, in my opinion. Like I've watched a few NASCAR races, and it's just circle passing, maybe a few wipeouts because you're cutting somebody off. That's about it. And here, there's like twist turns with the high speed, man. It's
Taz says F1 is going to be another Ford versus Ferrari. People will love it, but it won't destroy the box office. Yeah, I agree.
Tav, we'll see that in real life in like 2027 because Ford is coming back. So, or in 2026, Ford is coming back to F1. So it doesn't need to be a movie. It'll be there, dog.
Yeah, so that's another movie here. And then we have Megan M3
Okay.
Man 2.0.
I didn't realize that they were doing a 2.0. Like, this is crazy. I guess the first one did that well, where they were like, hey,
I didn't even watch the first one.
People loved it, apparently. People loved it. So they're making a second one now. And like, it apparently there's like a new. This is the new age Terminator. That's what this is, because in the trailer for this one, the second one is coming out, and it's like a new robot is coming out and wants to like kill the mom or something like that. And Megan's like, only I can protect her. She's literally
come with me if you want to live.
T-1000. Yep.
Sorry, baby.
The hell is this?
June 27th. Sundance. It's a small indie film. We'll just ignore that.
Okay.
Jurassic World Rebirth.
I think there's gonna be a sleeper between the two big ones that are coming out.
I hate you said that, but I cannot hate what you said that.
That's gonna be a sleeper for sure, man. I feel like that will outperform Fantastic Four.
This movie didn't need to be made, but I just got this weird feeling it's gonna pull audiences in.
I think, man, I feel like you're right about that.
And I can't stand that. This movie should not have been made. We need to stop with this nonsense.
I don't know how well the last one did with Chris Pratt and his people, but
it didn't do good.
Yeah, so that's probably why they were like, all right, you know what? We got to redo. We got to make up for this shit and do this.
Yeah. Jurassic Park is like Avatar. Nobody cares when it comes out. It's coming out, but when it does, it destroys. Yeah, it will. It'll absolutely obliterate. I think.
Okay.
This is the. Well, we'll save that for the end here, but. Yeah. Oh my God, the Old Guard 2.
Yeah.
I didn't even know one existed.
I know one existed, but I don't think it warranted a second one.
Next.
That's crazy.
40 Acres. Is this a historic type of
story piece? Yeah.
Hey, D, go watch this. It's about your people, okay? Such a douche. That's such a douche. The big dog here, right? Superman.
Yeah. I think that's going to be number one in July, man.
Is this the number one movie?
I think it will be. I think people need this movie. I think people need to go see this movie, and they need this movie in their lives. I think it's going to start something a little bit different with the hero world. I have this weird feeling like this movie is going to be black and white. Like there's going to be good, there's going to be bad, and there's no moral gray bullshit in between.
There's a lot of hate on here online. Every day there's somebody talking, about this movie, like, especially the Snyder fans. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago.
We did, yeah.
There's a lot of people just not willing to give this movie a chance, and that's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid these people are just rubbing it off without even giving it a shot, and they might just go watch the other two movies that's coming out. I have a feeling this movie will do okay in the first week, and I think it will still do okay in the second week as well.
I think it. I think I agree with you on the first week part. I think by the second week we'll see it skyrocket. I think we'll see it really start to take off by the second week or third week.
It's gonna come all down to the last 2 weeks of marketing. How much can you push this over the top?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, and I really hope they don't give away too much in any new trailers.
The other problem is Fantastic Four already is up for sale. Jurassic Park's already up for sale. Superman has not been up for sale yet for a lot of regions.
Well, they just finished the last of their editing.
Well, no, the tickets are not for sale. I mean,
right. And I think that's because they were. I feel like they were worried that they weren't going to get the last bits of their editing done. But they posted on, I think it was James Gunn.
Yeah, he said they're all done. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we'll see this probably like next week that tickets will go up for sale.
What I was trying to gauge there is if you go, let's say I'm a family, you're 4, right? Middle class family of 4.
Yeah.
I just went and bought tickets for Jurassic Park because my kids want to see it, my wife wants to see it, and that person wants to see it. And then Fantastic Four came out, and the kid's like, Dad, can we go see that as well? So you go buy that. Now you're too deep, right? You're too deep into 2 movies, popcorn, drinks, all of that. That's quite an expensive couple of trips to the theater within a month, right?
Yeah.
Do you add a third one into the mix? I think not. And that might be the problem here, where they might lose money because the other 2 have already been selling.
Well, I have a message for that. Refund your tickets for Fantastic Four and go fucking watch Superman.
Drop Jurassic Park because nobody wants to see that crap again. Right? But the audience, like, they want to go. Summer is out. Kids want to go out and spend some time in the theaters and stuff with the families. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm just looking at it from the middle class family.
Mm-hmm.
Are we buying 3 tickets to watch 3 movies? Sorry, are we buying 3 movie tickets in a 1 month span? I highly doubt it.
I think as a family, no. But I think it also depends on where people's fandoms are at. I mean, Marvel's track record has been really bad lately, and a lot of people know this. With Thunderbolts being the first okay movie in a long movie, not the best movie, but an okay movie in a long list of Marvel movies that they've had since they started phase 4, phase 5. But DC hasn't really done much yet. Right? They've done like the Elseworld things with Penguin. They did Creature Commandos, the TV shows, but no big movies yet. And I think there is anticipation for this once the tickets go live, because I think the haters will go see it just to freaking hate and criticize, and the people that love Superman will 100% go see this day one. The normies in between, they're gonna wait for those 2 groups to be like, what do you guys have to say? And then we're going to go watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a heavyweight movie in the summer. Definitely is. It has the potential to be the #1 movie, but if it does less than 700 million, I think we can safely say it was a bust.
Yeah, I think you said that last time too. You said that
700 million, it's got to go over that 700 million mark.
Right.
It needs to teeter on 800 to 900 million.
For it to be a success, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The naysayers are still going to complain. It didn't make a billion. But I think if it hits north of 800, it's a success. Especially when you're up against the other movies in that time frame.
Fair. Right? Yeah. But like Superman is needed, especially when it comes to these hero style movies. Like, Marvel has gone uncontested for way too long, and they've gotten lazy with the writing. This has been clear. We've seen this. It's just bad. And DC, like, because they haven't been producing, there's been nothing to feed off of it. They need to start really clocking this in, and Superman should be it. We need that competition for it to be good.
Another movie coming out, I Know What You Did Last Summer. I remember watching this when I was in, high school?
I think I was just in elementary school when that came out. Yeah.
I Know What You Did Last Summer, July 18th.
Yeah.
I think it's nestled in a nice, sweet spot right at the tail end of all the big boys leaving the theaters. The big boys already showed up. They had their fun. Hey, guys, we're going to be right here in the corner, so come watch us.
It's bold that they decided to do it in July with
But they did it after all the big boys dropped.
right, but it's still like in that complex of those 3 big franchises, man.
Yeah,
Like
I think they should have done it in August.
yeah, near the tail end of the summer. Absolutely. Absolutely. I wonder if Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. is going to make a comeback.
Yeah, I believe so. Maybe we'll see. I don't care. I think Fantastic Four is gonna do amazing in the first week and then drop afterwards. Gets out the movie preached.
You know, I kind of feel that with Ghost Half. I do kind of feel like that's what's going to happen. Like it'll have a strong first week and then it'll taper off.
And you thought I wasn't joking? Pedro Pascal in another movie.
Holy shit, man!
I'm telling you, dude, he's everywhere.
What the hell is Eddington?
Yeah, July 18th, Pedro Pascal will be in there. And becomes the man behind the camera revisiting the tumultuous moment in American history as writer-director Ari Aster, Hereditary, and Midsommar.
Oh, he made some messed up movies. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
The Midsommar was weird, man. Very odd. And Hereditary was supposed to be a horror. I didn't find it to be a horror. I just thought it was messed up again. I don't know what Bo was afraid though. But the first two, they're not your cup of tea. I'll tell you that much. You will not enjoy those movies.
Joaquin Phoenix as mayor. Oh, sorry. Law and Order Sheriff Joaquin Phoenix, and its mayor is Pedro Pascal.
I mean, I like Joaquin Phoenix.
I do too.
But I don't know if that's enough for me to go watch these movies.
Everywhere you look, this guy's there. Who is this guy's agent? Give that man a raise.
I mean, this is like when Will Smith had his moment, right? Like he was doing a bunch of shit. He was pretty much everywhere.
Yeah, but Will Smith sucked at acting. He wasn't even that great. In his TV show, yes, I'll give him Fresh Prince of Bel-Air for sure.
Oh shit!
Men in Black, okay, first one good. After that, I was like, okay, whatever.
Pedro Pascal is an agenda pusher. That's why he's in the front lines of things right now.
Yeah, he loves to lift glow sticks when he dances. Here's another big boy. Obviously, we talked about Fantastic Four. First step, July 25th.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm going back to what I was talking about. I Know What You Did Summer. It's actually not after the big boys leave. It's
gotcha.
So I remember when they first announced this movie, they were actually going to go on head to head with Superman.
And then they decided to push it back. Yeah, I remember that too.
When is the last time we saw Marvel being scared of DC? Never.
Never.
That is how far Marvel has fallen.
They're afraid, man. And they have every right to be. They have every right to be. They know they're not in a good place. They know that people have not been watching their stuff as much or spending as much on like merch and crap. So for them, it's a smart move. But I'm really hoping Superman is gonna just kill it now.
We have other movies, but this is Happy Gilmore 2. That's gonna be direct to Netflix, I believe.
Yeah, it is.
Theaters. I don't know what the hell that is.
Oh, hi. That's a title.
Naked Gun.
Yeah, so
I mean that's a terrible picture to promote, but okay.
Did we need this movie? I don't know.
It's not going to be as funny as the first
Naked
Gun franchise.
Because they're gonna be, you know what's gonna they're gonna be held back.
Yeah,
the
modern
jokes
times. Modern times.
Yep, the jokes will not hit.
You're not allowed to offend people.
Yep, exactly. And that's where it's gonna fall short.
Yeah,
because I still like Naked Gun. I thought Naked Gun was freaking hilarious.
Ooh, so
even
funny.
when I was a kid when I watched it, I didn't know what the hell was going on or what kind of jokes they were making, but I thought they were funny to this day.
If they can pull it off, I'll give kudos to them.
Yeah.
If they say F the modern audience and we're going to do it the way it was supposed to be, then all the power to them. But I have very low percentage in terms of them pulling that off.
And you just got to think about where like most of our modern audiences mental state is at too. Like it's going to be a division of things. You're going to have like far left, far right making complaints or jokes about this. It'll either be too woke or not woke enough. Like it's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be a thing. Yeah.
August 1st, Freakier Friday.
You know what? It's nice to see Lindsay Lohan healthy, you know, and back doing the acting thing again. I don't think we need a Jamie Lee Curtis again, though. I think she's done.
Yeah, I think so too. But it's a nice paycheck for her to, put away.
And she's going to be in the One Piece live action. She's going to be in the One Piece live action.
Weapons.
I am very curious about this movie.
Airbnb and a psychopath. That's all you need to know. Oh, named Barbarian.
The trailer looked interesting with these kids just like running off doing shit. I was like, okay, I didn't know that this dude's name was Barbarian. That's kind of weird to me.
I don't need to see this. I'm gonna be messed up for weeks if I watch this.
I'm gonna watch this. I'll let you know how it is.
I'll
give a review.
I know you will.
I'll give a review.
Weapons, August 8th. Nobody 2. I'm excited for this. I like the first one.
I don't think I watched the first one.
Bob Odenkirk, you never watched him?
No, not like because he was Saul.
Yeah. But have you not watched? You've never watched Nobody?
No. I was like,
you have now 2 movies to watch that will change your life.
You think so?
This was a great action movie.
Okay.
Like top notch, fun movie to watch. It surprised me.
Okay. It surprised
I went in with low expectations.
Right.
And I walked out with you did exactly what you were gonna do. You were a no nonsense action movie. Thank you.
Okay.
You are not gonna tell me how to live my life. You're gonna not tell me about the political world around me and how I should vote. You're not gonna tell me about diversity, inclusiveness. You're just gonna tell me about a guy pissed off and he's gonna go kill some people. Thank you.
Okay. I dig it.
Yeah. So good. Nobody 2. I hope it does well. If the first one, if it comes 75% level to the first one, okay, no problem.
Because I swear I remember him doing in an interview. He was like, I always wanted to be an action star. And he was like, this is my chance to do that.
And it's filmed here in Vancouver.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, both movies.
Okay.
Yeah. And people who walk up to him said he's a very nice fella.
I believe it. He seems like a well-mannered dude, man.
Very nice fella.
Yeah.
So August 15th, it comes out. I'll be in New York, so I will not be able to watch it right away. When I get back, maybe I'll watch it. Yeah. We'll do one last one here. Highest to lowest. Denzel is back.
Ooh. One of his last movies of his careers, he says.
Anytime he's on the deck to do a movie, I have to pay attention.
Fair. Did you go watch Equalizer 3?
Heck yeah, I did.
Was it just as good as the last 2?
I thought the first one was good. The second was meh. The third one was good. But the first one was still the best.
The classic formula for any kind of trilogy, in my opinion. Honestly, that's what it feels. That's like what it is. First good, second and third great.
Yeah.
Because the second was trash.
It wasn't that good. Yeah, so highest to lowest, August 22nd. I watched Gladiator 2. I did not enjoy it.
Really?
I fell asleep halfway through it. Then I woke up to watch it again.
Oh, shit. Really? Damn.
I didn't like the storyline because they try to copy this first storyline.
They did. Yeah, it would essentially.
They really try to make it like emotional that his wife died.
Yeah,
it was fighting in the war. What else did you expect to happen to her?
Yeah, it was definitely. It felt like a retelling of the first one, but in
a shittier way,
an uprising kind of thing. Yeah, it was
like the only reason Maximus got pissed off is because his family was slain.
Yeah,
this guy's pissed off because his wife decided to put on a suit of leather and go and fight with him, and she got a bow to her chest. Why are you mad at the world? You put your wife in that situation. She put herself in that situation.
My favorite part about that movie was, spoiler alert, the sharks in the Colosseum, which was wholly unrealistic. I don't know why Ridley Scott decided to do that.
He's off his rockers. He's
like,
meds.
That was the most ridiculous shit I think I've ever seen in like a historic piece film, you know. I had to look it up. I was like, is this even a possibility? And everything I read was like, no, the sharks would die by the time they got there. There's no possible way. They were too far from the ocean. This was a dumb
How
scene
were
in the
they
movie.
transporting them in acrylic glasses?
That's the other thing.
Like,
they were
what?
like, how would they even get them there?
Potato
Free
sacks?
I remember like Chris even was like, that didn't make any sense.
Giant bronze bowls. That's what they were got in there. Yeah. And then the guy sitting on the rhino. Oh yeah, like a rhino's gonna let you do that. Yeah, you're gonna be able to anchor a rhino around with some ball chains. Yeah. So stupid.
Oh man.
Anyway,
He took some liberties for sure.
Movie called Honey Don't. I don't want to watch this.
Oh god. Looks like
Lurker.
a B-rated film.
Anyway,
B-rated film.
Well, that's it for the summer here.
Yeah.
All right, let's pick your dud and stud of the movies that we went through here. If you want a reminder, I can go through some of them.
Yeah. So F1, I think, is going to be a dud. Unfortunately, well, no.
Is that your dud? Come on, have some balls. Go for something.
Yeah, I feel like F1's going to be the dud of this, man.
Oh, that's the easy cop out for you.
I don't see it doing well. It just, I don't know, like these materialists. It's not even on the radar. Like F1's gonna, if F1 is definitely on the radar, I just don't think it's gonna do well. And who cares about the old guard? Nobody. 40 Acres. I doubt it. Like no one's gonna go see that. No one's gonna go see Eddington. I'll tell you that much. Happy Gilmore 2. That's on Netflix. Yeah, no, it's gonna be F1. F1's my dud. F1 is 100% my dud.
Okay, what's your stud?
Superman.
Okay.
I think that's pretty. I'm a big Superman fan. That's my stud.
You're going with the easy stuff here.
Okay, what do you choose, Mr. Expert Man?
Okay, want to hear?
Yeah.
I think Fantastic Four will be the dud.
Okay.
Of all the movies that I've listed, I'm not saying that it's going to be the lowest in price in terms of money making. I think for what it's cost to make, and for the level it's supposed to be at, I think it's going to come below expectations.
Okay,
that's my dud. My stud, I'm going to have to go with
Jurassic Park.
No. I think either ELO or How to Train a Dragon. But I might have to go with ELO or Elao.
Elio?
Elao? I don't know. Eleo?
They say his name in the trailer, right?
I don't know. I don't remember.
This is my stud, but I don't remember the trailer.
I think this will be your surprise. Yeah.
As the underdog? Yeah.
Well, I got to pick the hard ones. You just went the layup ones.
Well, I mean, it's like stating the obvious, man. I'm not going to pick something that I don't think is going to do as good as Superman.
Have some gumption. Let's go. Come on here.
28 years later is not going to do as well as Superman in terms of box office. I don't think that's going to be a thing.
Okay, so it's not about who makes the most money. It's about which one punches up more. That's what I'm talking about. Like, it's not going to make $1 billion, this movie, but does it make enough to think, oh, wow, that movie really did do well. It only cost 100, but it made 600.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. I'm going with like making the money.
Yeah,
route.
you went easy route.
Impactful. To the economy.
To the economy. It's all tariffed anyways. Jurassic, that says Jurassic World, and then Dragon and Superman.
And Superman, and then okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's your movies for this summer, man. I think it's a pretty weak summer.
Yeah, there's only like 3 or 4 that are relatively that I think that are going to be relatively enjoyable to watch.
Did you ever think that a movie will be in Netflix as a summer hit?
No.
I never thought that was going to happen, right? But here we are, right?
But it's only because it's his name.
Happy Gilmore. Yeah.
Well, and we'll see more of that. I mean, they have contracts with that kind of shit, but they have to promote him. Adam Sandler's like a staple in Hollywood at this point.
Okay, here's the question. Speaking of $1 billion, any movie gonna break $1 billion? Any movie this summer?
No, I don't think they'll break $1 billion.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. I don't see them breaking $1 billion, but I'd see them doing well under $1 billion.
I think Superman gets very close, but I don't think it goes over.
I was just gonna say, I think Superman's gonna be the closest one to it.
Yeah, I don't think it breaks $1 billion, and that's gonna. The Snyder fans will rejoice and they'll go crazy in the streets.
Yeah. I Snyder fans, I feel like will go see this a few times so they can pick up the many flaws. Because one sitting, I don't think will be enough for them. They'll have to go see it a couple more times.
But isn't that helping the cause of making it more money?
It is.
Yeah.
It is, but that's how dumb they are.
Yeah, Lilo Stitch did fantastic. And they're already doing part 2. They're already in the works. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna hit $1 billion. Ooh, I think it's gonna go to 900 something. I think that's the best case scenario for it.
Absolutely.
I think Jurassic Park's gonna be in the 500 to 600 area.
Okay.
And I think Fantastic Four will be in the 6 to 7 area. No, I'll say 500 to 600 as well.
Oh, interesting. I feel like Jurassic Park might outperform Fantastic Four.
Man, if you had told me that 4 or 5 months ago, I would have laughed at you. But right now, I'm just looking at things, and the humanity, how they just want stupid movies nowadays. I can't blame you. I can't argue that. I see Jurassic maybe squeaking it out to number 2.
Yeah, that I think it will, man.
I never thought 4 or 5 months ago that would be the case.
Fair. Absolutely fair.
I also think the marketing for Fantastic Four has not been good.
No.
The deal with NBA playoff, what the heck was that? It was garbage. I don't even know what that was. Everyone was like, what does this have to do with NBA?
One Piece got better reception when they did the collab with them. Yeah. Which is not surprising because everybody loves One Piece.
Yeah. Everyone except for D.
Has he even watched it? Like, I don't understand.
Of course he's watched it. I'm just joking. Oh, man. That was a good one. We're not sure if we're going to be back next week because it's Father's Day that Sunday. I'm probably going to pull the plug for us just to take it easy for the weekend there.
Fair enough.
And also to have my wife, a significant other, yell at me. So that's also
on Father's Day, the day that's supposed to be your day.
Yeah, I know, right? Let me do stuff, please. Play a round of golf by myself.
Oh shit.
Oh man. But I am gonna make sure that we go catch a movie together.
Sounds good.
We'll try to figure something out.
Sounds good.
We'll catch a movie together and maybe talk about it when we get out of the theater.
Hell yeah. I'm down for that.
Lego One Piece ships are up. I know. Shut up. I know. It's gonna cost me a fortune.
I mean, they have Pokemon 2 now under their belt. Mega Bloks lost out on their IP.
Thanks,
with Lego.
That's like anytime. All right, folks, that is it for Popcorn Chicken. Join us when we do. We'll put the thumbnail up and have it ready for another Sunday. Probably not next weekend, but don't forget A&R Geekly on Tuesday nights. Me and D talking all things pop culture in the collector world side of things.
It's a dope show. Check it out.
Yeah. Let us know in the comment sections some things and some topics to talk about next week. Also go to our social media handle at A&R Universe and let us know what your thoughts are on the shows. Some feedback would be great. And we will catch you guys very soon. A theater near you.
Later, guys.
Good night.